Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So the first order of business is my ice skating lessons. And my ice skating lessons, I have a lot to say, so strap in. This ice skating rink that I'm going to now is not my favorite ice skating rink in the world. When I was in San Diego, I picked up ice skating because I really wanted to do it. And so I was at a rink there. I did it for almost a year and then I fell off a little bit. And then I picked it back up right before I left, made some really cool friends. Love my rink in San Diego. The rink here, not so much. So basically the rink in San Diego I loved because they had 2 sessions. So if you couldn't make it to one, you can make it up on another. And then also they had an adult skate where you could practice without the kids there. This new rink that I'm at does not have 2 sessions. They only have 1 session, which is really hard because if you miss the 1 session, then you miss the content. And so that is tough. And then also the practice session after and all of their practice sessions have kids no matter what, which is really hard when you're trying to learn a new skill, especially skills that require like some sort of like balance or agility or something like that, and you're trying really hard not to accidentally like hit someone or something like that. And so it's really tough to practice in terms of that because most kids when they practice aren't aware of their surroundings, and so it's hard not to accidentally run into someone or accidentally hit someone. And so it makes it really tough to practice confidently because I'm trying not to wipe anyone out. So this is the rink I'm at for now. I did what I shouldn't have done and just like signed up for sessions without actually like going in the rink and like asking questions. So I'm gonna stay at this rink until sessions are up, and then I may switch to a different rink because this one is not my favorite. After ice skating lessons, my sister called me up and wanted to go to this thing called Sedge Fest. It was basically this festival in the park. She mainly wanted to go because there was a food truck there that she wanted to try. She is heavily on Facebook, and so she saw a video on Facebook that went viral about this company and she wanted to try it, so we went. We waited 3 hours for an egg roll. I wish I was kidding. She waited like 30 to 40 minutes before I even got in line, and then I waited like 30 minutes while she went to another stand and got some food because we were starving at this point. And then I walked around and then she walked around. Like we spent 2 hours like switching off places in line. It was a lot. So after we waited 2 hours in line, then we waited another hour for our food to be ready. And what I will say is the food was fresh, so love that. Everything that the woman was making, she was making fresh, love that. But it was just a lot to wait 3 hours for some egg rolls. It was a bit ridiculous. Food was really good, it was fresh, it was hot, it was as good as they said it was. It was just that wait of like, oh my gosh, we waited so long for this. But my sister wanted to do it, so we did it. And no, I would not do it again. I would get her stuff again if I could get it like in a storefront or something like that, but I would not wait 3 hours again for that. The place was called Eggroll Company, and the egg rolls are really great and really delicious. I think you should support the business because it is a Black-owned, woman-owned business, which we always love. Come on now. So on Sunday, I had planned a little Mother's Day surprise for my mom, we went to a pasta making class. Basically, it was a class where the instructor made fresh pasta and was showing us how to make fresh pasta. I will say that this was not my favorite cooking class that I've ever been to. This one was more of a show and tell rather than a show and do. I have been to some great cooking classes where they show you and you also do it. I really love those. This one was just more of a show, and this is the result. Still cool, still fun, and I will say it was completely free, so no complaints here. My mom also really enjoyed it because she's been wanting to know how to make fresh pasta. I've been telling her how easy it is, but it's one thing to tell someone and another thing to show them. So that's what we did, and then we did a little brunch over near where the pasta making class was, and that was that on Sunday. Some content, I don't have any clips from that, but just imagine me sitting in front of a computer. Went and just did some errands that I had to run. Went to the library, went to the bank, you know, just casual errands that sometimes you have to do. I'm really doing this thing where I'm trying to get into events that the library does because let me tell you, let me get on my soapbox for a second. The library has so many cool free offerings of like access to certain things, like different things that like if you don't go to your local library and don't know, you should go so you do know. They have reading groups, reading clubs, crochet clubs, language learning clubs. They have craft clubs, really, really cool stuff, and it's all free. You just need a library card. And so I'm always an advocate for the library. That's how I read 98% of my books. Only time I don't read a book from the library is if it's not at the library. And so I think everybody should be a part of the library. Other than that, I spent the rest of my week getting my kind of schedule together. I am doing this thing called the 12-week year, and I really, really have enjoyed it. I feel like it's making an impact more than like setting New Year's resolutions. Basically, you reevaluate your goals and everything every quarter, and then you make adjustments from there, change anything you want to do, and I'm seeing real changes from it, and so I'm really, really loving this. Highly recommend to anyone who has trouble with like their New Year's goals and accomplishing their New Year goals to switch. It's called the 12-week. Anybody who's having trouble with their goals, or like if you set goals and you lose sight of your goals, to switch to this. It is so great, and having something that you're trying to accomplish each quarter and you reevaluate and adjust as needed. It's really great, really wonderful, highly recommend. If you all want, just let me know in the comments and I can do a full in-depth video about the 12-week year because it's really cool and there's a lot of things I've done within it that have really helped me. So that is everything for this week's vlog. I hope you all enjoyed. Make sure you follow me on all my social medias. It'll be at the end card. And also make sure you're keeping up on season 2, The Lost Files, my favorite thing that I've done so far. All my travel blogs that have been stocked up that you all are finally getting to see, and also just some really, really cool stuff. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.